Okay, we're back for another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. This time, I had a bit of audio issues with my microphone, so I'm gonna have to do all this in post. So you're actually seeing, not seeing. God, what's wrong with me today? All right. My microphone messed up, so all this audio is from post. After the fact, I'm trying to remember. Oh, I was double checking to make sure I added all the cards that I'd gotten. It's been a few days since I've recorded this. But I wanted to make sure that I got all the cards, all the new cards put in. I do a little bit of editing here, I think, not too much. And then we're going to continue on with the World Tournament, which is the current era for the story. So we were in ancient Egypt, we got trapped in a puzzle, and now we're in the present. I'm just saving to be safe, and we'll go into our first match. I believe it's Rex to start. Yeah. So, my thought going into the tournament was that I was going to try and get BCD power rankings, which is when you beat your opponent in the typical way you'd imagine, just by attacking them until their life points hit 0. But you try and do it, I guess non-optimally, you could say? You try and do it, but you try and do it over time with using a lot of cards, so that your ranking isn't that great. And the reason we're going to do this is I've went over the rankings determine what cards you can get, and typically the BCD for the tournament, for most of the people in the tournament, is their better drop pool rather than A and S. It's not a whole lot better. It's not going to make a world of difference or anything, but it's there, so we might as well go for it. For the most part, once I fuse a card, it's kind of over in the early rounds. There was a surprise that happened later, but it's a shame we don't have my actual live reaction for when it happened. Yeah, I think Rex just kind of gets washed, if I remember right. He doesn't really have much of a chance. For the most part, as long as I throw down a strong monster, the people early in the tournament will not actually, like, fuse in response. And even he has, like, really bad cards. It's not until you get near the end where you hit, like, Pegasus, Ishizu, and Kaiba, where you're in actual danger of losing at any given point. I guess Bakura also has the Millennium Shield, I think. One of them has Millennium Shield, and it's just out there. That can be a bit of a problem. Just if you can't get through it, they might just wall you off, and it'll be a very drawn-out game. I was trying to play this safe and play it slow, so I could try and get the lower ranking. I think I still get an A here because I didn't quite do enough. I even tossed out like 5 cards or something. Maybe it's the one after this. I am tossing out cards left and right. I took a long time to think about whether I was going to get the ranking or not. Let's see. Did I get it? Yep, I still got an A. That's what I thought. It ended up being okay. I got Dragon Zombie from it, which was like the best drop. Dragon Zombie is a zombie type of 1600 attack, but as the name implies, it also counts as a dragon type, which means we can use it for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Especially since it's 1600 attack or higher, that means that we cannot fuse for Thunder Dragon. We can only go to Twin-Headed, because the attack value is too high. And there it is, and I'm going to throw out some garbage card. I was thinking about throwing out Giant Soldier, but he has decent stats for where we are right now, and I'm just like looking over the deck at this point and debating if I wanted to throw in anything else. I was also considering throwing in Mountain. I think I decide against it because we're going to have duels coming up where they can throw down cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon, No, I did throw it in. Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember. So, my problem with Mountain was that it was going to power up Blue Eyes White Dragon and Meteor Black Dragon, which we actually end up seeing. Spoilers. Um, but then I thought about it more, and I was like, well, whether I power it up or whether I don't power it up, it doesn't make a difference, because I have no way to out it right now. Because I only have Dark Hole, and either I draw Dark Hole or I don't, and having Mountain won't affect that. There's the Mountain. I think I go for Crimson here. Yeah, Crimson Sunbird. I hope I sync up this audio alright. This will be the first time I've had to do post-audio. I was looking over my fusions, yeah. The fusions in the hand were great. But those cards we got from Haishin are really paying off. Jirai Gumo, yeah. So, up until this point in the tournament, if you ever play the game and you use the codes that you can get, Jirai Gumo is actually a pretty stellar card to get with the codes. When you use codes on here, you have to pay in star chips, which you get star chips just by playing the game. Most of the prices are outrageous, like they're $999,999, which basically means you're not getting them. You can only get, I think, a maximum of 5 or 6 star chips per match, so you literally will never get them. Oh, I was fusing Mountain here just to see if it would do anything. It does not. Some field spells, I'm pretty sure, if you fuse Yami of Yami, you get like dark energy and stuff. And I was just interested in seeing if anything would happen. And I wanted to use Mountain anyway. No point in having 2 in the hand. I wanted to get Crimson Sunbird a little higher since he showed he had Jirai Gumo at 22. I was worried he might have something with a Guardian Star advantage and then beat over Sunbird. And here I'm just tossing out cards. Yep, I got unlucky there. No damage for that turn. It actually works out okay because I was going for the lower ranking anyway, and this kind of enables us to get it. There's our Empress Judge. Crazy that we got that card this early. Oh, back to the whole, I completely forgot what I was saying about the whole Starship thing. Jirai Gumo is like one of the lowest points, cost for star chips, like outright. I don't know why. I guess they just value it really low because of the 0 defense thing. But he has 2200 attack, which is really good for early game. Like I said, it's very rare that they'll ever get over 21, if even that. He's at 22, so he beats over most things. And then on top of that, he only costs like, I think 80 star chips or something. He's really, really cheap. Most of the good cards that you can get is like Thunder Dragon and stuff. They're about 2,000 star chips, give or take. Parrot Dragon's a good card you can get with star chips. It's not Immortal of Thunder. I think it's Kaminari Attack is the Thunder card you can get that's really good. All those cards are like 2,000 star chips. And the field spells, I think, are all 200. So, even though 80 seems like a lot because it's about 20 duels, it's not that much in comparison to every other card. I completely missed who I'm battling. I'm making another Crimson Sunbird. Oh, this is the duel where I get 3 freaking, like, pots in my hand, and I just look at them for a solid second. Yeah, so check this out. We have a 40-card deck, and we can only have 3 of any given card. And we've only went about 10 cards deep, I think. Not even 10. We're 9 cards deep, and I have 3 Ancient Jars in my hand. And they're clogging everything up. I kind of just didn't know what to do with them. I should have probably just tossed them all out. I think my thought was that I was going to save one in case I got a dragon, so that I could make a stone dragon, since we don't have a lot of ways to make twin-headed. Is this my... I can't think of anyone else that's be using Faith Bird right now. Man, these 21 beaters, though. Like, look at that. That's like on par with the stuff we're fusing for right now. This is crazy. Well, whoever it was, we beat him, and then I got an S. I don't think I got anything. I think I got Crawling Dragon. Yeah, it wasn't anything too crazy. Spear of the Harp was okay, but 2K defenders are kind of bad. I think we got Crawling Dragon number 2, if I'm not insane. Yeah, Crawling Dragon number 2. It says it's a dinosaur, it totally counts as a dragon. And then I think I misread something and I was looking for it for a little bit. I still have that elf slide in there. I have to get rid of that if I haven't already. Shadow Ghoul's in there too. Yeah. I was a little upset that I drew 3 of those stupid rock cards. Oh yeah, and this is when I see that I had 3 of the Fire Euros. Which I threw them in there, because we still have like 1 or 2 warriors. That'll get us straight to Flame Swordsman. Instead of, I think, Cherubin the Flame Knight or something. This better card so we can skip fusions. That's all it was. Bandit Keith. He's a bit tougher than the people before him. He typically does not play down from around 1800, give or take. He does not play anything lower than that, usually. Sometimes you can get lucky. I was looking at this hand for a good second, and then I saw the Flame Servers. I was debating going be Jungle King, but since I already got the Dragon, I thought I might as well hold out for the Thunder. And he went defensive immediately. Yeah, I was just gonna throw these guys out. And of course, it was a Mystical Elf with just enough defense that even if he didn't have the Guardian Star, I still wouldn't have gotten that attack through. And he plays the same Guardian Star. I've learned my lesson. And I'm pretty sure it actually is a Mystical Elf. I could be wrong. Yeah. Usually if people play the same Guardian Star back to back, it actually is the same card. The computer usually weighs cards. And here I got unlucky. There it is, an 1800 attack card. That's pretty standard for him. That's why I'm playing a bunch of different Guardian Stars right now. Just so that he won't get us with the whole Guardian Star advantage, but it's already over. Gave a little bit of trouble, but not anything I wasn't expecting going into it. Cannon Soldier, I don't. The two-headed King Rex, nah. We got the Immortal Thunder, which was another Thunder type, and then Yami. And then I thought Mystic Horseman was, jeez, what's his name? He's a 2000 attack Beast Warrior. I thought it was that card. But Mystic Horseman is like 1350. The Immortal Thunder is, like, okay. It has 1500 attack as a Thunder type. But since we have a couple dragons that are 1600 or higher, I wasn't too worried about including it. Since the dragons will take us twin-headed by themselves, regardless of what attack the Thunder has. And it's just a decently strong card, so I was like, why not? And there I am, I see the Mystic Horseman, I'm like, you've got to be kidding. Not seeing if there's anything else. Oh, the two-headed King Rex. I'm wondering if I actually decide to include that or not. I don't think I do. I could be wrong. Yeah, I didn't think so. So the problem with two-headed King Rex, even though it's 1600, is that the people coming up, they're just going to beat over it. And as far as fusions go, the best thing it can make, to my knowledge, is Cybersaurus, which isn't that much stronger. Instead of 16, it'd be 18. Point of reference, well, first we have Shoddy. But after him, I think we go to Pegasus. And Pegasus likes to play Bakuri Box and Illusionist Faceless Mage as his main cards. So, Bakuri Box is a 2300 attack Fiend type monster, and Faceless Mage is just a 2200 wall, like a defensive card. And that's typically mostly what he plays. If you let him get rolling, though, he can do all kinds of stuff. He can start fusing for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. He can start setting down trap cards. He can do all kinds of stuff. Well, worst case scenario with Pegasus is that he throws down Meteor Black Dragon, which is the third strongest card in the entire game. And the difference between it and the second strongest card is only like 250 points. So it's basically tied for second. It's between Gate Guardian, which is 3750, just barely above 3500. But it has a better Guardian star than Gate Guardian, so it's kind of like iffy between those two, which one's really better. There's Gate Guardian, there is Meteor Black Dragon, and there's Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. And those are all the cards that are in the 3500-ish range. And then above them is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon at 45, which is just so far above them in this game. And plenty of people have that card. It's not possible for the player to get it at all. In fact, the best card that the player can obtain is Meteor Black Dragon itself at 3500. So someone having it in the tournament is a little out there. The only way you can conceivably beat MBD at this point is Raigeki Dark Hole, pretty much. Other than that, you would have to double equip to beat it. Which is probably not happening. And even if you do beat it, because Pegasus is the person that's going to play MBD, like I said, he plays a bunch of spells and traps on top of that. And because MBD's attack is so high to begin with at 35, you basically only get one turn to deal with it. Or you're going to lose. It just does too much damage. So you'll go first, he plays MBD, and then you either have a response or you lose. Because realistically, you're going to take damage on the first turn when he flips it on the table to begin with. Is this shoddy? Oh, another thing. When you duel shoddy, if you don't beat him because it's a huge, like, cutscene before, where I had to go through all that dialogue, if he beats you, you have to go through all that dialogue again, because it doesn't let you save. This better be shoddy. These rewards are garbage. We did Godzilla Hero and Umi, which I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the drops. I was probably talking at the time. Yeah, it's shoddy. And then we steal his items. And then I think Bakura is next, actually. So the people that we have to fight in this block is Shoddy, Bakura, Ishizu, Pegasus, and Kaiba. And I think it goes in that order. I could be wrong. What on earth am I trying to include? Oh, the Thunder, yeah. Oscilla Hero's a Thunder type. Umi's good because it only really benefits Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. Nothing else is really gonna benefit from it. I'm trying to remember. I think MBD is a dragon type. Because I was considering putting in Umi. In the sequel to this game, Duelist of the Roses, if you play Umi, MBD actually gets weakened because it is a fire type. Or Pyro, sorry. So it's Bakura, and then is it a Shizu, and then Pegasus? I actually have an Ushioni, I think I toss it away. I wasn't even thinking of it at the time. Yeah. I lose 150 attack. I don't think it ends up mattering. I'm pretty sure I tack into, like, Millennium Shield. Here I take a minute deciding what I want to do. And I go for Crimson Sunbird. Yeah. And this is like the worst thing that could happen. And I decided I'm going to wait because if he plays Millennium Shield, he's very likely to play another one if he has it. And I think I even hold off another turn to see if he'll play another one. At this point, the only real way I'm getting rid of Millennium Shield is I draw Mountain and go for Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And then I put it in the right Guardian Star so it doesn't have a disadvantage. Or I Dark Hole all of them. And here's the Mountain, so I just go ahead and play this, because I'm pretty certain that he just played another Millennium Shield, and lo and behold, there it is. And at this point, I'm like, well, he drew two. What are the odds he throws out the third one now? And that's not it. And I think I give it one more turn, just to be, like, double sure. I had a bit of problems trying to get that plant card. I was like, what am I doing? These aren't going to fuse. No, I'm going to give him one more turn to set down the card. And then I think I go to set down Dark Hole in case it's not. No? I can't tell what I do here. Oh, I see the Twin-Headed Thunder fusion in my hand with any dragon, so I just keep going. I really should just Dark Hole it at this point. This is kind of a misplay. Yeah, then he goes Musician King, 1750. It's not even that good, to be honest. But he has done a decent amount of life point damage. I'm actually at lower life points than he is, even after killing his card. There's like a more accurate amount of his battle power right there. Do I put this in the wrong Guardian Star? I think I do. No, I don't. Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, I never committed to the Dark Hole. I should have just thrown it, but... oh well, what can you do? This is one of those reasons you'd really want an equip card. Because if you could make a twin-headed Thunder Dragon and you ran into this problem, if you had an equip card, it would do the same thing that the Mountain's doing here. And get you over their attack. And the problem with Mountain is, at the end, we're going to face Kaiba. And Kaiba can throw down Blue Eyes, which is at 3,000, which is higher than Twin-Headed at 28. If we throw down Mountain, it doesn't change anything because Blue Eyes is going to get the bonus as well. But if we used an equip card that only we would benefit from, then we could beat over it. I was just looking at the cards. I think I got a D-Tech because it took too long or something. And then we take Bakura's Ring. We're just robbing people left and right in this tournament. Bakura is one of the few people that's like, oh, thanks, Yugi. Thanks for stealing that item. It was possessing me. I think he says like he didn't even want to or know about entering the tournament or something like that. Yeah, here we go. Pegasus. Good thing I saved, because, oh man, is he going to give it to me. So the problem you can run in with people in this game is sometimes you can beat over their card, but if they play a card that is stronger than that one, or play up, as I call it, you'll be in real trouble. I think I was just deciding I was going to go all in right here, and then it completely backfires. My idea was that I was going to change it to this in the off chance that he had Bakuri box like he usually does. So that I'd be able to beat over it with Punished Eagle. That was my whole plan. And, of course, things don't go that way, and he gets a card that is as strong as a Blue Eyes White Dragon. Because I didn't play anything. I should have played something. And something even worse is going to happen. Oh, maybe it's the turn after this. Or maybe it's in the second duel. Do I lose to him twice? I think I'm trying to consider my options here. Oh, yeah. I'm like all in on the Dark Hole strat at this point. Because he's hitting me too hard. I just gotta go all in for Dark Hole and hope I draw it. And then he has to draw something weak on top of that. Yeah. So, since he played Illusionist and it only has 1200 attack, I thought his whole hand was garbage. I figured that's what it was, like everything was 1200 or below. And then he throws out this, and I just die. So, it really didn't matter what I played, because he was going to draw that in about 4 cards. And then I wasn't as upset about the Bonehead Mountain play. Yeah, sometimes they can just throw down a random 4,000 attack card, and you'll just lose, and there's nothing you can do about it. And with Pegasus, it's so rare for him to play MBD. I was like, well, you know, there was nothing I could do. I would have had to have had Dark Hole ahead of time, and then he would have to not just randomly draw into it like that. It was completely bizarre. I think this time I just fight him normally. What am I doing? Oh, I think I glanced at the time the amount the episode was running. And then here's my salty run back. Dislike Haishin. I can't accept defeat. We'll just duel again until you lose. There's the mountain. I don't think I go for it this time. Couldn't tell you why. Yeah, I just toss out everything. I think I was a little concerned that he was going to do MBD again, and it'd just be really unlucky. Especially with how late I was into the episode, I was really concerned that he's just going to beat me. So I'm trying to just draw out my whole deck to go for the Dark Hole. I saw that he played Venus, which means it is most likely Illusionist Faceless Mage, which is a problem because I can't beat over it at the moment. Then there's Mystical Sand. I was like, oh, that's nice. Well, you know, it wouldn't have helped. And I was just double checking to make sure because I really need to get that card off the board before he starts playing spells and traps and fusing like this. Luckily, he fuses for something really weak. Crimson Sunbird is pretty awful to fuse for at this point. And then I see a Flame Cerberus fusion, and I think for some reason it beats over what he has. It clearly does not. He's at 23, Flame Cerberus is at 21. But I recorded this at like 1 AM, and I was a little out of it at this point. I was like, yeah, I'm going to beat over that defense card. Now I think I go full panic mode because now he has a back row. That is a trap card. It's Invisible Wire, which was like the best case scenario for me. I think I just gotta start throwing out cards. Oh no, I go for my own Sunbird, that's right. And I was really worried that it was going to be Acid Trap Hole or a Widespread Ruin. What is this? Oh, this one's Fake Trap. I was like, I didn't lose my Crimson Sunbird. I specifically remember not losing it. This card is Invisible Wire. My bad. And now I'm more concerned because he already burned through Fake Trap. I was actually banking on the first trap card being Fake Trap. Then you see I go for Punished Eagle so I don't lose Sunbird, so I can get rid of Faceless Mage, because otherwise I'm not beating him. And at this point, I'm just confused on what he set. You can tell that it's a trap card because he doesn't touch it every turn. It doesn't, like, get darker once he goes over it. If it gets darker like they touch it, then it is a magic card. But if they just leave it glowing like that, then it's a trap always. And it's Invisible Wire. Invisible Wire only works on cards with 2,000 or less attack, so it's pretty bad, because I couldn't... Anything with 2,000 or less isn't a threat to him anyway, so I don't know why he played that. I'm also worried at this point that he might draw into MBD because the duel is going too long. Even though that's basically never going to happen. That was extremely unlucky that he did it the other time. The reason being why he's not likely to draw into it is because before the duel starts, there's a list of cards that every AI has, and they're weighed at different values. Like one one may be super likely to end up in his deck, and one may not be very likely at all. Like a 1 in, I don't know, 50 chance of it being in his deck, yes or no. NBD is like one of those, where it's like a 1 in 50. And you may be wondering, well, why is he not likely to draw it then? And that's because the AI cheats, and they pick up more cards in their hand than just 5. In fact, I don't know if Pegasus does it, but I know at the end, the endgame bosses literally pick up like half their deck, if not more. So they pick up 20 cards. So the odds of them seeing like their strongest card at that point is pretty high. So if he doesn't have it in their first, that first hand, he's very likely not got it in his deck, in that version of his deck at all. And this is randomized every single time you fight them, so. Or they can be like Seto III, where even though he has the strongest card, he's extremely likely to have it. In fact, he's so likely to have it that it wouldn't be that uncommon to see him whip out 3 of them. I was doing a little bit of deck editing. After that loss against Pegasus, I'm a little concerned that Seto's just going to wash me. I actually think Seto does not play Blue Eyes at all. Oh, it's, yeah. This is a Shizu. Don't read the text there. That's a translation thing. Typically, she doesn't have very strong cards. I think she has, like, Jirai Gumo or something. Maybe, like, Aqua Dragon or something weird. She's got Roaring Ocean Snake, I think. She's got weird cards. And, oh yeah, I got super unlucky and she played Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. This is like her version of MBD. And I was so certain she didn't have another one, I didn't even wait for her to play another card. I just immediately got rid of it. I have fought a Shizu a lot of times. I've played this game a lot. I have never, ever had her play Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon against me. Not even once. And she just throws it out there like it's nothing. And then, obviously, I retaliate with my own Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. I was actually laughing at her when she attacked with a bad Guardian Star. I was like, oh, you're gonna get destroyed, Shizu. Yeah, Roaring Ocean Snake. Remember when in the early game I said, like, the best cards they'll have is 2100? Yeah, that's pretty much a Shizu in a nutshell. She's only got around 2100 for most of her cards. Unless you're unlucky and you see a random Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. You can actually get Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon as a standalone card with the star chips, but it is extremely expensive. It's several thousand if I remember right. I think like 3K or something. It's way up there. But if you're gonna save up for Thunder Dragon at like 16, you might as well go all the way. Since it's such a better card. Umi. I didn't even look at the rest of her cards. I was a little upset that she threw down twin-headed. I was like, I'm getting so unlucky, dude. These people are getting their 1% cards. I shouldn't even have these. And we go back. This was a crazy long episode. That's part of the reason why it's taken so long. It took forever in rendering and all that. Then I'm gonna have to upload it. This is gonna be like a multi-hour upload. I was debating on ending it, but I was like, well, I might as well take a shot at Kaiba since I've already came this far. Then if he beats me once, then I was just gonna end it there, but I actually beat him. I was kind of surprised that I didn't lose at least once. But I guess after Shizu pulled out Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon and Pegasus dropped MBD on his like 5th draw or something, it's not that crazy. Oh yeah, she gave me a couple dragons. I was just adding them in. I think, I don't know if I do it on camera, but I started adding up how many dragons and thunders I have. Usually you want around 10 of each, give or take. That way you can kind of always make Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And then you want quite a lot of equipped spells, and if you can, you want a couple traps. That's like the ideal endgame deck for the most part. Unless you go out of your way for MBD, which I'm going to do because, you know, this is a playthrough, not a speedrun. If it was a speedrun, then you'd have to just go without MBD. I was debating on throwing out my Twin-Headed, and I was like, you know what? He either has Blue Eyes and I've already lost, or he doesn't. So I just whip it out. Throw out the Twin-Headed, see what he's got. He throws in Moon. That means he did not draw into Blue Eyes, because Blue Eyes will always be Sun. Then I see if I could get the type advantage, because I'm concerned that his card is too strong. I was debating Mountain too. I decided to go for Mountain. Oh, I know what I thought it was. I thought it was Wall Shadow, potentially. Wall Shadow would have, yeah, Wall Shadow has 3,000 defense. I was just thinking of what could wall me out. Because right now I just need to go full offense. And then I go for another Twin-Headed, and this is kind of it. He's only got one more turn at this point. So he either draws MBD right now, or not MBD, he either draws Blue Eyes right now or he loses. I even went out of my way to put these guys on 2 different Guardian Stars, so that I'd have one that would beat whatever he throws out. I was pretty paranoid after those other 2, well, the loss and the close call. And bam, that's it. That's all she wrote. He's done. I don't remember if he gave me anything good. I don't think so. Yeah, Darkfire Dragon. Baby Dragon. Just more dragons, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I got. And then I think I go through Egypt to the new dual ground, and then I save there. And we've achieved our goal in the tournament. We stole everyone's stuff, and now we're fleeing to Egypt. I think I just bonked my microphone twice. I'm so sorry. Well, it's not like anyone would ever notice. No one ever watches this later. Feel free to correct me in the comments. Taishin has 6 items. Yeah. So Simon tells us that his body's basically at its limit. It's breaking down. We have to go back by ourselves. And then we go, and Haishin has just like destroyed everything. We can go to the old duel grounds. There's the sad music, like the ceiling's caving in, there's stuff everywhere. Then Joey says, well, Haishin's goons blew everything up, so we're hiding over here, and I'll show you. And we're basically underground. I'm gonna say, for a bunch of people hiding underground, this place is like, it's better than the first one. They both offer to duel you. They're a lot stronger than before. But we are reaching the end of the episode, so I am going to save here, and that will be it. Thanks everyone for clicking on the video, stopping by, saying hello. Sorry about the post-audio thing. I'll see you guys next time. Is that my mouse clicking in? Oh yeah, I went and looked at the time. Yeah, that'll be it for this time. I'll see you guys later. Thanks everyone. Goodbye.